Residential redevelopment may be coming soon to the West End. STEP is now closed, reopening soon in their permanent new home. Cedar Manor students and faculty say goodbye. These stories and more on this week's Park Update. Thank you for joining us. I'm Scott Smith. The annual Step to It Challenge is underway and the city needs your help. The annual Step to It Challenge is a friendly physical activity competition between residents in Hennepin County suburbs, including St. Louis Park. This fun, lighthearted competition creates a sense of community spirit and gets people of all ages moving after a long winter. Plus, you could win some much-coveted Minnesota Twins tickets. Participants count steps they walk or convert other physical activities, such as running, biking, and bowling, to equivalent steps. It's easier than ever to register and log your steps. The website will even complete your conversions for you. So sign up today at steptoit.org and start walking your way to a healthier you, and maybe some Twins tickets too. Children First hopes it lit some sparks in the community's youth this week during its 17th annual ice cream social. More than 4,000 ice cream cones were served, and this year's event featured a flash mob, kids garage sale, and a career hobby fair. For more information on Children First, visit www.children-first.org.
What kind of ice cream are you eating?
Chocolate.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Very cool.
Residents of Hamilton House will be the beneficiaries of more than $230,000 in grants. HUD announced the grant to the St. Louis Park Housing Authority last week. The city will use the funds to continue the work of a full-time service coordinator who works with the residents of Hamilton House. Many of Hamilton House's residents are elderly or people with disabilities who enjoy fully independent living in the popular building on Nevada Avenue South. Hopkins was the only other Minnesota city to receive a piece of $28 million in grants awarded by HUD. A reminder that the city's sprinkling ordinance is always in effect. To conserve water, St. Louis Park prohibits lawn sprinkling between noon and 6 p.m. In addition, all households and businesses must follow an odd-even schedule when sprinkling lawns. Exceptions to the odd-even schedule include new sod or seed and newly planted shrubs, trees, and landscaping. Flower gardens are also exempt. Even in these circumstances, however, sprinkling must be done before noon or after 6 p.m. The first offense fine for failing to follow sprinkling restrictions is $25. After that, the fine rises by $10 for each additional violation. A donation by family and friends of Gene Doring is going to provide financial support to the Raptor Education Program at Westwood Hills Nature Center. Family and friends made the donation of nearly $1,400 to the program this week as a tribute to Doring, who recently passed away. Doring fell in love with the Nature Center and its Raptor program during her 80th birthday party, which was held at the center. STEP is the local food shelf for St. Louis Park residents and also a provider of other services to help St. Louis Park households with their basic needs. STEP has recently found a permanent home. STEP will be closed the week of May 17th to move to their new location, and then they will reopen on Monday, May 24th at 6812 West Lake Street in St. Louis Park. The City Council is taking time this week to recognize some of the city's most vital employees. Here now is Jamie Zwilling with more on the City Council update.
Making sure the city's water is safe for drinking, maintaining streets, sewers, and highways, and maintaining the city's solid waste and recycling programs are just some of the responsibilities of the city's Public Works Department. The City Council this week recognized the Public Works Department as part of the American Public Works Association's National Public Works Week. The week seeks to enhance the prestige of the often unsung heroes of our society, the professionals who serve the public good every day with quiet dedication.
With that, we'll thank our Public Works Director, Mike Redden. Come on up and we'll have you say a few words on behalf of the folks that provide all that service out there. Here we go, sir. Thank you. As always, good job.
Mayor, can you believe, look at all the people here to help celebrate.
I know, it's just amazing. It is good.
Outstanding.
And the thousands of them that are at home waiting with bated breath upon thy every word.
In other council news, residential development could soon be coming to the West End. The council this week approved an amendment to its redevelopment contract with Duke Realty that could allow for a multifamily development on the property. No proposals for a specific project are yet before the Council, but the developers believe market conditions are such that a multifamily housing project could now work where a second hotel was once planned on the site. It is anticipated that Duke will bring forward an upscale apartment proposal consisting of approximately 100 to 200 market rate units for the site very soon. For Park Update, I'm Jamie Zwilling.
Thank you, Jamie. In school news, Cedar Manor Elementary is apparently home to quite a crop of budding scientists. Several students recently entered original projects in the South Central Regional Science Fair at Minnesota State University. Cedar Manor took home 11 purple ribbons, the highest honor, 11 blue ribbons, and 2 red ribbons in such categories as engineering, computers, math, chemistry, and plant scientists. Congratulations. Current and former faculty and students of Cedar Manor said goodbye at the May 12th retirement party and open house at the school. Cedar Manor is closing at the end of this school year. And that is your latest school news in the park. Now here's a minute in St. Louis Park history. Having a creosote plant in our town has been a mixed blessing. Of course, there was the smell. Growing up in the park in the 50s and 60s, I remember well the pungent, rotten egg aroma wafting through our backyard on a warm summer's evening. On the other hand, the plant provided much-needed employment for many people over a period of some 65 years. It's gone now, cleaned up and decontaminated. Republic Creosote and Company, later part of the Riley Tar and Chemical Company, used creosote primarily to preserve wood, usually white pine, for telephone poles, bridge pilings, fence posts, but particularly railroad ties. The refinery was phased out during 1971, and the creosote operation ended in 1972. The plant was demolished shortly after. In 2001, the Louisiana Oak apartment complex was built on the southern section of the property. There are differences of opinion about the dangers of creosote. Some say it's a form of disinfectant. In fact, when Grandma was feeling a little punk, she'd go to the drugstore for a little coal tar, mix it in hot water, and drink it down. Don't try this at home. Coal tar is also a treatment for psoriasis and is the active ingredient in Denorex and T-Gel dandruff shampoos. You can follow up on this and many other interesting stories at the St. Louis Park Historical Society by going to www.slphistory.org. Leslie Farrell is up next with Sports Update.
St. Louis Park can help its Section 6 AAA baseball seeding cause with a strong finish in the final week of the regular season. They did fall to Robbinsdale Cooper 7-4 on Friday, May 14th. The Orioles, 9-6 overall, traveled to Columbia Heights for a 4:15 p.m. North Suburban Conference game Thursday, May 20th. St. Louis Park enters Section 6 AAA playoffs beginning May 27th. The top 4 seeds receive a first-round bye. Teams must survive 2 rounds to gain a berth in the double elimination Final Four portion of the section tourney. Benilde St. Margaret's finishes up their season very strong, winning their last 7 games straight. Now, within 1/2 game of North Suburban Conference leader Robbinsdale Cooper, the Red Knights take on North Branch in their final conference game of the season on May 20th. For Park Update, I'm Leslie Farrell. Now here's the latest sports scores.
Thank you, Les, and thank you for watching Park Update. For Leslie Farrell and Jamie Zwilling, I'm Scott Smith. We'll see you again next week.